This short presentation focuses on UC client settings, which is a variable object stored on every client and contains settings for that client, including client 0. Client settings are by default void of settings and administrators need to configure them. The list of settings is extensive and we'll take a look at some of the more prominent ones. Settings are configured as follows. The entire Automic automation application has settings stored in a variable object called UC system settings in the div variables folder of client 0. By contrast, client settings are specific to each client. For client 0, the object is also found in div variables. For all other clients, it's found in the no folder. We start in client 200 and head to the process assembly perspective, where we find the no folder. We only have two settings, client status, which shows the status, stop versus go, and the date. We added a setting called version management set to yes, which enables version management for the entire client. This is the entire list of available client settings. Obviously there's so many that we can't possibly explain all of them. They're all documented, they need a value, and some require a restart of the client. As we've already seen, except for client status, these settings are optional. We draw your attention to a handful of settings. Deactivation delay time delays the activation of a task by a parameter in minutes. First day of the week sets the first day of the week in the calendars you create. This is a setting which varies from one country to the next, and you can set the first day with a number, 1 being Sunday, 2 being Monday, and so forth. Maximum password attempts can have a number that sets the number of login attempts with the wrong password before the solution is locked. Default password is important. When you create a new user as the security administrator, you can either set the password or let AA set it for you with this feature. You set a password here, and all of your new users will have that default when they first log in. Obviously, we recommend using this with the change password at first login feature. Client settings is where you find SMTP server settings. If you use startup action, you determine what the client does when the AA application starts. You can set it to be stopped, or to wait with the wait value and a time parameter in seconds. Finally, version management enables version management for objects. Every time you update an object, AA creates a new version.